Hello everyone. Today we are going to understand what is R and S nomenclature, and we will also study some of the rules necessary for assigning R and S absolute configuration to organic molecules having chiral carbon atom or chiral centers in wedge-dash formula as well as in Fischer projection formula. But there are also some molecules like biphenyls and allenes which do not have a chiral carbon but still they are optically active. We will assign R and S nomenclature for such molecules also in the subsequent lectures. In this introductory lecture, we will learn some of the rules for R and S nomenclature. Rule number 1 is to identify the chiral carbon atom in a given organic molecule. In the first structure, that is the wedge-dash formula, you can see that the carbon is attached to two groups, that is the methyl group and the carboxylic acid group, which are in the plane of the paper, whereas the hydrogen is going away from you and the hydroxyl group, that is the OH group, is coming towards you. Hence, the carbon is called as chiral carbon atom. In the second structure, that is the Fischer projection formula, you can see that the second carbon and the third carbon are both attached to four different groups. Hence, these two carbons are also chiral carbon atoms. Rule number 2 is to assign priority on the basis of atomic number to all the four groups directly attached to the chiral carbon atom. Here in this example, we can see that the carbon atom is attached to bromine, fluorine, methyl and hydrogen. Hence, the carbon is called as a chiral carbon atom. The bromine has got the highest atomic number, hence it gets the first priority. Then the fluorine, then the methyl, and the least priority goes to hydrogen, that is fourth. The third rule is to check the orientation or order of priority from 1 to 2 to 3. If the order is clockwise or right, then the configuration is R. If the order is anti-clockwise or left, then the configuration is S. How to remember this? R for right and R for R configuration. You have to remember that this rule is only and only applicable when the least priority group or the fourth group is on the broken wedge or the dash bond. Let us understand that by this example. In this example, again the carbon atom is attached to four different groups, hence it is a chiral carbon. Bromine gets the first priority as its atomic number is highest, as well as the hydrogen gets the least priority. On moving from 1 to 2 to 3, you can see it is clockwise, and the fourth priority group, that is a hydrogen, is on the dash bond. Hence, the absolute configuration for this molecule is R. Rule number 4, it is very important that this rule is applicable only when the least priority group, that is the fourth group, is on the wedge bond, that is the bond coming towards you. If the configuration is R, then we have to change it to S, and if the configuration comes out to S, then we have to change it to R. Let us understand by this example. In this example, you can see on moving from 1 to 2 to 3, it is clockwise, but the configuration will not be R, as the fourth priority group, hydrogen, is on the wedge bond. So we change the configuration from R to S. Rule number 5, when the fourth priority group is in the plane of the paper, that is normal bond. Now what we have to do is we have to bring the fourth priority group either on the wedge or dash bond. This can be done by doing even changes, that is we have to interchange the groups attached to the chiral carbon 2 times. That is, we have to do twice interchange. Then the fourth priority group will come on the wedge or the dash bond. Then accordingly we can use rule 3 and rule 4 to find out the absolute configuration of the molecule. In the first structure, you can see that the carbon is attached to 4 different groups, and hence it is a chiral carbon. You can also see that the fourth priority atom, that is hydrogen, is in the plane of the paper. Now we have to do our first interchange, where I have interchanged hydrogen and bromine in the second structure. But we have to do even changes. So further we do one more change, and I have interchanged fluorine and the methyl group in the third structure. In the third molecule, you can see that I have assigned numbers or priority according to atomic number, and from 1 to 2 to 3 it is clockwise, and the fourth priority group is on the dash bond. Hence the absolute configuration is R for this molecule. The last rule, that is rule number 6, sometimes the chiral carbon is attached to 4 same primary atoms. So what we do is we go ahead and we see those primary atoms are attached to which atoms. Those atoms are also called as secondary atoms, and accordingly we assign the priority. If the secondary atom involves double bond, then we consider it as the atom attached to the carbon by 2 single bonds, and if it's a triple bond, then by 3 single bonds. These atoms are called as phantom atoms because we are doing this exercise only for our convenience. There are no atoms called as phantom atoms. Let us understand the last rule by this example. In the first molecule, you can see that the carbon is attached to 4 different groups. An aldehydic group coming towards you, a methyl group going away from you, and a cyanide group and primary alcoholic group in the plane of the paper. What we do in this case is that we write the carbonyl group C double bond O as C single bond O, C single bond O in the second structure, and also we write the cyanide group as the carbon attached to 3 nitrogens by single bonds. In the second structure, you can see that I have written 2 oxygens and 3 nitrogens, but in the original structure there is nothing like that. Hence they are called as phantom atoms. In the carbon given priority number 1, you can see it is attached to 2 oxygen and 1 hydrogen. Hence it gets the first priority, as oxygen is having the highest atomic number. In the second priority carbon, you can see that it is attached to 2 hydrogens and only 1 oxygen. Hence it gets second priority. In the third priority carbon, you can see that it is attached to 3 nitrogens. Hence it gets the third priority, and the last priority goes to the methyl group as the carbon is attached to 3 hydrogens. Here we come to the end of this lecture. Thank you so much. In the consecutive lectures, we will solve more and more problems and numericals on solving R and S nomenclature for chiral carbon, for allenes and biphenyls. Thank you.